All right, guys, welcome into TNT Breaks. We're going to do a box reveal with 2025 Bowman Best. It's got 4 autos in it. It's got 4 number cards. It's a really beautiful product, a lot of great inserts, a lot of great designs. I think it's probably one of the best ones of the 2025 season when you include Sapphire in that, and you also include actually the Bowman U base products. I just think personally it's one of the best ones, the best designs that they have out there. So we're just going to open this box and see what we've got in it. And let's hope for some good stuff. Let's get a Fernando maybe. Let's maybe pull a black or red, low number inserts. And let's see what's in this bad boy. These are bought at our local card shop in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So hat tip to Grand Slam Collectibles here in our town. Let's see if I can feel which one is the patch. It may be backwards. Can't feel it there, so it may be backwards. Yeah, I think it is backwards. So let's see if I can feel that. I think that one's it. It's a little thicker. So let's go with these. All right. Let's open the first one.
Number 1.
All right. So right off the rip, we got Kevin Jennings, quarterback SMU. And looks like we've got a great insert right there. That's going to be our auto right there. There's a refractor, and we've got a blue to 150 in this pack. So let's pull these forward. All right, so showpieces, beautiful card. Kevin Jennings out of SMU, beautiful card there. Then you've got a Dylan Stewart out of South Carolina making the grade. You got Isaac Brown from Louisville. We pulled him last pack, same card. Preston Stone, who's been coming out a lot here lately in this product, super popular out of Northwestern. Another Kevin Jennings base card. Lee Beebe Jr., Indiana. Wrong guy from Indiana. Matt Lauder. All right, and here is the greatness card, autoed. Ooh, red helmet. It looks like it's going to be Bama. And it's going to be Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson autograph.
Not bad.
That's a pretty card. Going to be probably first round, maybe if he slips the second round pick in this year's draft from Tennessee Martin. Don't understand why he didn't go to Tennessee at the time, but here we are. And then you got Luke Altmaier, quarterback, refractor for Illinois. And last but not least, 150, Iowa State, quarterback, Rocco Beck. Pretty card. All of them are. All right, let's move on to our second set. Or listen.
Not a bad start.
Not a bad start with that Ty Simpson. That's a beautiful card. Like I said, he is from Tennessee, and I think he was being recruited when Josh Heupel got to Tennessee, so I don't think we had enough time to recruit him. And he ended up going with Bama. Now, these cards that are up here were from a box we did previously, so and let's get the Rocco Beck suited up. And then we'll move on to the next pack. There's 10 cards on each one of these. You get a number card and you get a autograph in each one of them. But beautiful cards nonetheless. All right, let's open this one. Okay. On the back. All right, let's fan her out and see what we got. There's a refractor. We got a shimmy. Ooh, we have got a black. It looks like we've got a black, which is out of 10. We've got a workhorse. All right. Let's move these forward. All right, here we go. That is a Avery Johnson, Kansas State. Workhorse is Dante Moore.
Popular. Yeah, popular.
There's Joey Aguilar. Wish he'd got another season with us because there's no telling what kind of numbers he could have put up. Anthony Hankerson, Oregon State. Carson Beck on the base. Rocco Beck again. Pena for Penn State. All right. And your auto is Minnesota, Darius Taylor. And Shimmer is Memphis, Brendan Lewis. And, ooh, this could be big. This could be big.
Is Bryce?
Out of 10. Bryce Underwood, out of 10. That is a massive, massive card right there. Bryce Underwood, out of 10. Boy, that'll move the room. That'll move the needle right there. Wow, that's a big card. We'll take that. All right, we're going to move Carson Beck out of the way and put the old Bryce out of 10 up there. And then, where's my Minnesota guy? Take him. Wow, that was a big hit. Wow. Didn't think I'd see that. Wasn't on my bingo card today. So, didn't think I'd see him. All right, let's move on to the next pack. This is only our second video that we've done. We're going to do some breaks down the road, but we're just going to do some reveals.
The second video will be published every night.
Correct. All right, so refractor. We've got a out of 250. There's our, looks like maybe a base auto for that one, so we'll move that forward. All right, now we got Dante Moore on the showpieces. I say that's a beautiful card.
That dude's everywhere.
Everywhere. We have pulled him a lot. In just 2 boxes that we've opened, we've pulled him, I think, our 5 cards. There's a Jeremy Bernard out of Alabama making the grade. Josh Hoover, which I think is the next Indiana quarterback out of TCU. Parrish out of Minnesota. James Peoples, Ohio State. And there he is. Fernando Mendoza on the base, but they're still worth a little bit. And Gibson. And then here's our auto. It's going to be Alabama again. It is an Alabama box. Jeremy Bernard, base auto. And then you got Sawyer Robertson on the refractor. And then out of 250, you've got Rocco Beck out of Iowa State. So
We
far,
got that guy a lot too.
so far,
That guy?
he seems to be popping. So far, Alabama's winning the box, and that's hard for a Tennessee fan to admit, but he is. So let's go back and get him out, get him suited up. And we got one more. We got one more.
Yeah.
And that's going to be our patch auto. We hope, unless we got Panini. Or not Panini, because we're not doing Panini products. All right. Let's take another card. There we go. It feels like a dual auto patch.
Ooh.
All right. So we've got Moulton, Iowa. Got a shimmer to the house of Whit Weeks. We got 2 back-to-back. Look at that. One's a shimmer. Neither one of them are numbered. We got 2 back-to-back ones of those. There's Johnny Mateer on the workhorse. Not numbered, just a base there. Dante Moore again. Eakin, Texas Tech. And then here we go. Washington. Wow. Look at that patch. That is out of 50. 6 out of 50, Washington, Decker DeGraff. That's a beautiful card and nice color. All right. So there's that. And that is the end of our second box. We're going to do one more video. And we're going to do our third box of Bowman's Best. We've pulled some really good stuff. The first box was really good. This box was pretty good. We're still looking for that Mendoza autograph, but that Bryce Underwood to 10 is pretty nice. So thank you for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe down below and like our content and comment if you wish. And we'll see you later. Thank you.